Starts on Tuesday, and we start at Land's End in Cornwall. Got to drive down to Cornwall on Bank Holiday Monday, which will be fun. And then we start at, I think it's 9:30 when we actually leave Land's End. And I think we're doing about 80 miles on Tuesday. End up in Liskeard, which is sort of, I think it's still in Cornwall, and then we go on from there into Devon on the next day.
Is that going to be a bit enduring for you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, doing sort of 80, 90, 100 miles a day on the bike is going to be tough, but you know, I've done a lot of training for it, so hopefully you know, we'll get through and you know, raise some money for the youth setup here.
How do you feel about doing it? Nervous, excited?
A bit of both, I suppose, really. There's a bit of trepidation because you've never done sort of long rides, or I've never done long rides like that back to back for so many days on the spin. So you know, we'll wait and see. You know, you don't know what the British weather's going to throw at you. You know, if it stays nice and dry, then it'll be great. But if there's a wind against and rain, then it'll be quite tough.
Tell us about the logistics of it then. So you bike in, and then what do you do? Where do you stay?
The company that we're doing it with has sort of arranged for B&Bs and places like that all the way up, so you basically ride for sort of 80-90 miles a day. I think there's probably one stop during the day for some food at lunchtime. There is a vehicle behind that brings all your clothing with you between these things, and if you have an emergency, I think that they're there to help out, so you're not doing it on your own. There's quite a few other people on the trip as well, so hopefully there's a bit of support there for you, but ostensively I'm trying to ride sort of 80-90 miles a day myself, and yeah, hoping to get through it all. So
you've been training for this for a year. How many miles are you churning out at the minute?
At the minute it varies, but I've just actually looked at my average for this year, and it's about 137 miles a week, which incorporates probably 3 rides. We've done some long rides as a group. You know, there's a group of us that have gone out. Big thanks to all the guys at 6:30 on a Sunday morning that have put up with me for the last year, and yeah, it's been you know, enjoyable, and I shall continue after I've done this challenge. But yeah, we generally ride 60, 70, 80 miles on a Sunday, and through all weathers. And yeah, I'm normally back before most people have got up.
Have you spoken to anybody who's done it before?
Yeah, I've spoken to a few people who've done it before, said that it's a great experience, but you know, can be quite tough, especially if the weather turns nasty. So you're in the hands a little bit of the gods with the weather. But I'm hopeful that you know, that it's nice and sunny and the winds aren't too strong, and with a bit of luck we'll get the miles done and we'll complete the course.
Imagine you've got a couple of more days training to go. You're hoping you won't get any injuries in that time? Yeah, I'm just thinking now about, you know, obviously I've tapered down a little bit. We did an 80-mile bike ride on Sunday, and I did 25 on Tuesday, so I'm probably not going to do a lot now until I go. Maybe a spin out over the weekend, but it'll be a small one just to keep my legs going. You know, the miles have been done already. It's now a question of making sure I get to that start line as fit as I can be. It's 12 days constant riding though, isn't it? Yeah, 12 days constant riding. So basically it's bike, eat, sleep for 12 days. So yeah, it's something to look forward to, but you know, I don't underestimate the challenge. You know, we've sort of put quite a bit of work in over the last sort of year to make sure that you're able, hopefully, touch wood, to be able to do it. And what will it be like in John O'Groats if you make it? Probably won't want to see a bike for a little while, but yeah, that's your aim. You know, John O'Groats is your aim. It's not a race. It's you've got to do the challenge. So there's no point in herring off at the start of the challenge in Cornwall. You've got to make sure you get to the end. So it's just make sure you look after your body and do what you can to get there. And what will be waiting at the finish line, do you know? I don't know, probably a little pat on the back, and everything's on the wrong side of the country for anybody to come up, and it's a long way up there. So I think after we finish, we make our way back to Inverness, and then the guys that I'm driving down to Penzance with on Bank Holiday Monday were then driving back from Inverness on the Sunday. So yeah, I'm sure we'll be quite tired by then. All for a good cause, and people can still make donations, and the address is on the screen now. Yeah, it's for the youth setup. You know,
I came through Coventry City's youth setup, and without that opportunity, you know, I may not have fulfilled my dream of being a footballer. And you know, we need to continue to sort of self-fund our youth setup, and try and, you know, bring on a few lads into the first team, you know, as we've done recently. It's vitally important for clubs like ourselves to do this, and the only way to do it is to keep all your grassroots football going, from your 9s all the way to 16s, and then into the youth team, and then hopefully the reserves, and then the first team.
A lot of people have already made a donation.
Yeah, a lot of people have been very, very generous, and you know, the funds are going well, so I thank them for that, and hopefully now I can, like I say, finish the challenge, get it done and finish the challenge properly.